And it's okay to have two shoes.
It's okay to have two shoes.
Two pairs of shoes.
Quiet.
Oh.
Ooh.
Damn,
Dude,
I
that was a
got it
solid-
that time.
That was
Actually,
a solid clap.
it took 8 years.
Don't feel like watching movies, so I'll watch people guess them instead. I don't know how it goes. I think it starts with you.
Welcome to the
think we should-
latest podcast episode we've ever done. Wait, you want to do
I
this
think
for
we
it?
should. I think we should celebrate more like this as a society.
I like it.
That feel good.
I like it.
Yeah. So
Different
weird.
energy. It's a different energy.
Yeah.
I'm down for it.
It's a double fister.
Can we do? Would you feel comfortable, Joe, sharing that? I do feel like that's a funny story.
Which one?
The one you
The two pairs of
just
shoes.
told.
My shoe story?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
It's
We've
very
already
exciting.
put the story on way too high of a bar.
Yes,
For
but
what-
that's-
It's
for what
very
it is.
exciting.
Guys, I ordered a pair of shoes from Macy's online because Macy's online
Which-
is
hold on.
probably the only place there's a Macy's now.
Yes, I think there might be some, but is Macy's your shoe place?
It was the only place I could find these shoes.
Okay.
It was the
Were
only
they
place.
Macy's shoes?
They
I
are
don't think I've ever gotten shoes from Macy's.
an incredibly comfy pair of Converse All-Stars that I found.
Oh, hell yeah.
That are really dope. And I ordered them, and they said 2 to 3 days they'll be there, and then they didn't show up, and I was like, it's fine. You know, maybe the shipping lanes are still fucked up from 10 years ago.
It's probably my fault.
Yeah, I did it. So,
Classic Joe.
Classic.
so then about a week passes, and this morning I get up, and I'm like, I'm going to go through all this stuff that I have to do because I had a lot of anxiety today for many reasons. We can get into that later. And they say that the thing that kills anxiety is action. And I think I truly believe that. You start taking off the things off of your list, and it's great.
Yeah.
This is one of those dumb little things that was always attaching to my brain. So I contact the little virtual assistant, and I'm like, I didn't get my shoes. And the thing was like, what's your order number? And I was like, this. And they go, would you just like some more shoes? And I was like, yes. And then it goes, oh, things got messed up. It didn't work out. And then I texted my manager, and I was like, did you pick up a box, like maybe that didn't have my name on it last week? And he goes, yeah, I gave it to your wife. She's been going through a lot. She put it in the back of the car, and that's where the shoes were. But then I get an email that even though the virtual assistant went, we messed up, they're like, your shoes are on the way, so I'm going to have two shoes.
And that's
beat-
why you should always...
I beat capitalism. I
Oh,
beat
there
it.
we go.
You know, actually, in the end,
You
Joe,
did it,
you
guys.
came out on top.
High tops.
Between
Boom, two of
you
them.
and capitalism, you won.
This guy!
Dude,
Yeah.
Did you feel-
Joe.
did you feel like yeah, sorry. I missed
There
it.
it is.
Did you feel embarrassed or like angry a little bit or defensive when they were like, do you just want another pair?
I
Because
thought
you were like genuine, because you know people, like I would be like, oh, you think I'm lying. And now I have to
Yeah.
convince you that no, I really just didn't get the delivery.
I didn't. So I did not get angry, but I did swiftly go, maybe this AI thing ain't that bad. AI
Yeah.
knows it doesn't matter, and it's just like, take the shoes,
Oh, I see
dude.
now.
Take
Yeah.
it.
Take
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shoes, dude.
It's okay.
I'm
You have new
AI.
shoes
I don't. I don't give a shit. I'm like, can I have a
No.
bomb? And AI is like, yep. You
Yep.
gave me a bomb, so it was great.
I love the fact that you're gonna have one pair of these shoes that you're not gonna give a shit about
Uh-huh.
because you're always gonna have a backup.
I'm so excited. Dude,
That's
this
cool.
is
Yeah.
dude. This is the 1%, and I've never felt this way. This is how they live.
Yeah, dude.
This is how
beat
they
it.
live.
Dude, I will sometimes I'll get the same pair of not like actual shoes, but like the little cheap slippers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have two
Mhm.
pairs of them.
Oh yeah.
It's just so you can abuse one of the. I mean, you're gonna treat that one pair horribly.
Woo-hoo, yeah,
This
you
is
are.
a good idea. I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever thought about doing this. I
Dude,
let him
yeah.
just die.
You
Dude.
invest in two crappy things, and then
All right.
one of them becomes.
I so unexpectedly beat capitalism that in the moment, my
incredible.
my proletariat brain still was like, man, I feel kind of bad. I'm getting an extra pair of shoes. Maybe I
Right.
should say something.
Yeah, let him know.
But
Yeah,
then I
let
was
him
like,
know.
no,
Good.
it's my turn, capitalism.
yeah, this one's on
guy.
me.
Yep. So
Joe, you're incredible.
thank you.
Joe, you've
But
done
here's-
something incredible. Yeah.
But does this mean we can do this all the time?
Yes.
I think
are we
the
doing?
whole like,
Yeah. We can.
we can just say random shit like it didn't show up, and we can get free things.
Yeah. They're
Or
like,
like you
where's
could
your
buy
proof?
something
And you're
and
like,
use it,
yeah.
and
Do
then
you guys-
just return it.
Do you know that's like the whole thing at Costco? People will buy like a fridge from Costco and return it like 6 years later.
Fridge.
And they take it. Apparently, Costco just is like, fuck it, and they just take it. Even
Dude.
big purchases. It's crazy.
Target's
couldn't-
kind of like that.
I couldn't be bothered. Like, I'm not going through that effort. To like be planning that for 6 years.
That's crazy.
Those capitalism scammers.
Yep.
Tell us about Dublin, dude. You went to Dublin.
So no, I didn't, but that's so funny, Joe, because that is actually the part I was going to tell you guys about. So I went to Belfast,
Oh.
Northern Ireland.
Okay.
And Dublin is in
Dublin is in.
middle.
I have to be very. So what I've found, and this is a very sensitive subject.
Ooh.
Okay.
Belfast.
Wait. Because it's sensitive, I do want you to do this in a very stereotypical Irish accent.
Sorry. So it's a very. How you tell you about this? Man, they talk like insane people.
Oh, I love it.
It's truly like, look at you, like as mad as they are. One guy got mad at me at one point. He's like, "I said, watch it." I was like,
Yeah. Yes.
He's watch it. I was like, all right, man.
Watch
That's
it.
very fun. Yeah. So Ireland is two countries. One is Northern Ireland, and then there's Ireland where Dublin is. Right.
Oh.
Belfast is part of the UK. Are you guys familiar with the Troubles?
No.
So neither am I. It was like a 30-year war that they are still very, very affected by. And it's
I feel like
very
maybe-
sensitive.
Yeah, I've heard about this recently, but didn't know that it was called the Troubles.
Yeah. I mean,
Troubles.
kind of a cool name objectively, but like Pete was showing me, my buddy Peter Rollins, great guy. He who grew up in Belfast. We walked into a tavern at one point. He goes, "This was here in the 1600s." I was like, "That's pretty cool. That's not
Cool.
something you like. This place has been a bar since. That's crazy." And he goes,
Crazy.
"Also, look at the door. That's from the Troubles. That's one of the cages. So what they had to do is they had to lock themselves in there. And this is like in the 80s. So because of how much violence was going on all the time.
This is like IRA stuff.
IRA, the Irish, quote unquote, Irish car bombs, all over. It was Protestants and Catholics fighting against one another. Catholicism being kind of the reigning thing, and then Protestants being kind of up. And there's all this land. There's colors associated where you can't wear certain colors. Did you guys have you known about this?
You didn't
What
know that
colors?
walking in there.
Definitely didn't. Thank God I do neutral colors, dude. And the first night, dude, I brought this up, and it wasn't even Irish people. It was different people who would come from other countries. They had very strong opinions about the Troubles. Like, it is a hotly contested thing, to the point that like they're teaching younger generations about it so that they can like correct the kind of like how they did in Germany.
Dude,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
and Florida.
And
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Right now, the children are being taught that everything's great. They changed up. But yeah, dude, it was crazy. So the Troubles are like, they have walls like between the countries, peace walls.
Huh.
Damn.
I had no idea. Like
Zero clue.
It's where it's like going somewhere where it's like, oh, these people are like still very wounded by this war that they experienced. It's nuts.
Wow.
But beautiful place. Highly recommend going. Everyone's the nicest person. Like, it's incredible.
Except for that one guy.
Except for that one guy.
Who did you? Yeah.
What did you do to that guy?
And when I signed into my my hotel, the woman goes, "Oh, you're here for 5 days. Oh, golly."
Whoa.
I was like, that's so fun. I've never been welcomed. At one point, yeah, she kept making fun of me a little bit. At one point, I was like, "Do you guys have coffee?" And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Coffee. Like, do you guys have I was like, I don't know how else to ask that question. Coffee. And
Do
she
you have
goes,
do you have hot bubbles?
yeah, it's brown hot. And she was like, "Oh, yeah, go somewhere else. Don't we have it? Don't have it here." Like they just kept insulting the place, like their own place. It was very fun.
Whoa.
Great
Dang.
place.
Okay. Did you how was stand up again? How was doing a show?
Wonderful. Did a great job and had a great time. Dude, it is so funny. There's a couple jokes that did not land well.
Do tell.
I don't want to spoil in case it like one of them was the funny one was the definitely I think I told you, Joe, like I just hope the 9/11 joke goes well.
Oh
And it
yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, but it did eventually because I called out that like I was like Belfast, like you guys are not
Aware of this?
that's what you're sensitive about. Yeah, like
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah, it was really wonderful. That was great. Got to see art, you know. Also, dude, the time change is insane. I didn't
Wait, so
sleep
it
like
jumps
30
ahead.
hours.
Like, how long?
What's that?
How long does it jump ahead? Like 8 hours?
8 hours, yeah.
Oof.
Damn.
But going back, it was like I missed my flight, and then when I was on the flight from London to here, it was like 11 hours, and I couldn't sleep the whole time. So then Grace picked me up from
Oh my
LAX.
god.
I passed through a portal that can happen if you don't sleep for long enough, like where I was like, fine. I was like, we don't ever need to sleep
Yep.
ever again.
You
hit
just
the
made it to
second
the other
wind.
side.
Yeah,
The true
and I
second
was like,
wind.
I'm in a different place right now because I think
Whoa.
I got home and like got into bed my time like 9 a.m. the next. What would have been 9 a.m.
Yuck.
What did you do for 11 hours on the plane? Awake.
Tried sleeping. Oh, I watched a movie called Knox Goes Away.
Okay.
Never heard.
One movie out of those 11 hours?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. After that one movie was done, I was like, I'm not even halfway done. Michael Keaton, directed by Michael Keaton.
Whoa.
Mr. Keaton.
Horrible movie.
He's not infallible, apparently.
He's not infallible. Yeah. Good, great direction, great acting, but the writing was horrible. He's a hitman who gets like a very quickly onset form of dementia.
Oh my god, what a funny premise.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
but his estranged son, in a moment of panic, kills his daughter's abuser.
Okay.
Okay.
We're in a good place still. We're still in a good place.
So Michael Keaton, a hitman with this sort of dementia that's happening constantly, forgetting everything. He accidentally shoots his own partner, kills him. But then he's like, I can atone for this death of my partner by fake framing my son so that the detective can find that I framed him, and I'll go to prison for my son. I'll save my son from the murder he did.
That's some convoluted writing.
And it won't matter because I'm getting, I'm getting dementia. And then I'm watching this the whole time like, this is horrible. But
Oh.
It's like 7 parts of his plan that he didn't need to do.
yeah. Anyway, what's going on with you guys?
Nothing. Too much. Always. It's
What'd
crazy.
you guys,
Too much that turns into nothing.
what'd you guys talk about last week? Without me?
Ooh, we did.
Talked
I'm pretty
about
sure this was
horror
last
movies.
week. Elliot,
That's
have
right.
you tried screaming after letting all of the
Oh,
air
that.
out of your system?
No.
It's
Okay,
very fun.
I'm going to give you an example. Actually, no.
Oh.
I just want you to do it. I want you to
I think you should do
exhale
it.
everything out of your body and then try to scream as loud as you can.
But not before inhaling again, right?
No, everything's out.
Okay.
Uh-oh. He might not have those settings on. We'll see.
That's good, right?
Yeah, I'm glad we got it. We did
Yeah.
hear it.
All right. Yeah, nothing left. Whoa, and it kind of gives you a headache.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what you sound like when you die.
We did that for 45 minutes.
I believe it. Are you guys happy about how old Steve is?
I know, Joe. Did you go to his BB Boo Boy?
I did.
party?
I attended his BB party. It was very good because we are in this as elderly folks go, we don't go out as much. At least not as much as Steve. Steve goes out way too much for how old he is. But when we do go out, there is a karaoke spot that we go to. And
Yes.
It wasn't North Hollywood, but it got shut down because somebody complained and there was a noise ordinance because they do karaoke. So they can't do karaoke there anymore, so we had to find a new spot. Found a new spot. It was really small, kind of old school bar. Elliot, you'd love it. And we did some karaoke, and it was fun. And had a good time. And Steve
Looked
turning
like there was
42,
a big crowd.
It was packed. What was cool about the bar is that it was everybody from like 60-year-olds down to like a group of probably 20-year-old girls having like a
That's
bachelorette
fun.
party. It was really cool. Good spattering of folks.
Where is this? Yeah.
It's Oaks Tavern. It's in Sherman Oaks.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. Well, we should all frequent it at some point. But yeah, it was a jovial gathering of a bunch of humans, and everybody was just lifting everybody up. Like if the older
Nice.
people were up there singing, all the younger people were singing with them. It was a great moment of humanity, which was
That's
really
fun.
cool. Steve is 42, and I needed
That's
him to
crazy.
do that because Steve's older than me, and on accident, I'm pretty sure I started calling myself 42 earlier this year, and I'm not. So that's a great reminder.
Whoa.
Got some time back.
Wait,
Yeah,
do
you're
really
not
cool.
42 yet.
Dude,
I'm
I
pretty
had
sure-
someone in Belfast have to do the math for me. They were like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "I'm either 36 or 37." I was like, "To be honest with you, I cannot." And they're like, "When were you
Damn.
born?" And I was like, "87." They're like, "When in the year?" And I was like, "February." They're like, "Okay, you're 30." I was like, "Damn." I was hoping it would be a different one.
Do you remember when that happened for you, Elliot? When the age faded away?
I think it was like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
35 makes sense for sure, because then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, 40 is way too close, and I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, you said
then you're
35,
age.
and actually, I said 2 years ago and thought 34. So I'm still kind of mentally
Okay.
a year behind.
So you're still in the back a little bit. I like that. But yeah,
the
it was
back.
really good. Steve did I think my favorite thing about Steve is when that motherfucker gets up on a microphone and he's so unassuming and nobody knows what's about to happen. And then he literally always, never fails to just blow the roof off the place.
Yeah.
Yep.
Consummate entertainer.
Every time. And he's not like, he's like the opposite of me. I'm like running around like an asshole, fucking, it's all energy and physicality and that type of shit. He's just singing
Singing.
the roof off of the place.
I
Yeah.
think you underplay it. You downplay it. Both of you are karaoke titans. There's
each
no
in your own unique way.
there's no comparison between the two of you. You offer different things.
That I'll take it. But man, yeah, never fails. I love watching him do it. He did Sail Away like he always does.
Yes.
And he did another one that I hadn't heard him do before, but it was so good. Jackson, you got dinner over there.
I'd like to see him do a newer one. I'd like to see him do something that
He's not afraid. I'll give him that. And then who else? Mike Diva was there. It was good to see Mike Diva.
Oh yeah.
Guys, we officially know somebody on SNL, and that's pretty cool.
I don't think I've ever met that man in my life, but I think it's cool that you know.
You can't. It counts.
You'll meet him one day.
Yeah,
That does
it
count.
counts.
Yeah.
It counts. So
counts.
and saw Rob Fee. I don't know if you guys know
Oh
who Rob Fee
yeah.
is.
Love Rob. I would have
I
loved to
saw
have
he was
seen
there.
Rob Fee. I saw a picture
Who's-
of him there.
Rob Fee,
Writing for wrestling now.
not just right. He's like the head
the
writer
head
of
of
the
it.
WWE.
He's doing
Yeah.
great.
You know that guy too.
Like, he literally had to write Logan Paul wins.
That's great.
Exactly.
His greatest moment.
What a random thing. But anyways, it was great. You all were missed. We need to do it again because I think we're all accidentally, not Kevin yet. He's too young, but many of us are starting to fall into that old man don't go hang out do things life, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. We've
Falling
been
into
talking
it.
about the same thing over here of just like it's you convince yourself that you're old and then you act old.
Mm-hmm.
But what
You
even
think
is
that's
that?
what it
No one
is?
cares.
You don't think
No,
it's a
nobody cares.
genuine just feeling of like you don't enjoy it as much as you used to?
It's both, but when you actually enter into that space again, you enjoy it. I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a little bit of a romanticized like thing that you would just when you stop doing, you're like, oh, that's just me not liking it anymore. I just think you like it less or fewer times.
And
I think. Oh, go ahead, Kevin.
I was gonna say, and also when you say go out and do things, are you saying stuff like going to
Literally,
bars
I was
or
not leaving my
anything,
house.
going outside of your
Anything.
house?
Going
Really?
out, anything. Yeah. With friends, like with the family, I do it with I'll
Right.
do it with the kids and stuff like that.
Or
But
you
then
have to get
taking the
groceries or
effort.
something. Yeah.
But I think I've talked about it before. I've read alarming studies about how men die alone, just like they die
Yeah.
alone, because they
Yeah.
they just slowly start to ostracize everybody in their lives. They stop picking up the phone and calling friends. Family comes and goes. You know what it goes. So they end up, and I just I don't want that at all. I love my friends so much, and I love being around other people so much that it's weird that I'm not reaching out. And I think it's just life, especially at this age. People are going through shit. Elliot and Grace just went through shit. I'm constantly going through, like, everybody's going through shit, and you forget when you're young, you're ignorant to the shit and it doesn't matter. But then as you get older, the shit starts to matter. You start to have empathy for the shit, and then that empathy turns into anxiety, and then all you do is worry about the shit.
Yeah, dude, empathy's
Yeah.
for losers.
For sure.
Because it is such an annoying quality.
It is. Yeah, it's the worst. Well, I don't know.
I think Steve Martin talks about that. Like, you make jokes about, as a young stand-up, you make jokes about cancer, and then you meet someone, you have someone who dies of cancer, and then all of a sudden it's like a process where as you get older, you start caring.
It's not funny anymore.
Yeah, your heart softens, unfortunately, and it's a horrible thing.
Damn.
You know who
God
did?
damn.
I feel like was still able to kind of make fun of that stuff before he passed was Robin Williams. Like, he would still tackle that stuff in his stand-up.
Oh, really?
The dark stuff. Yeah. But he's Robin Williams, so it was just like, oh, Robin.
You're fine.
Robin. And Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was just watching his suicide clip again. Wait, what? Do you guys live in cotton candy houses? You don't understand? You don't understand suicide?
This is so fucking funny, man. It went out
Do you guys want to hear another way to be sad?
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
welcome to the weekly Valleycast book recommendation, folks. Thank you for being here.
Okay.
Oh, it's my favorite. It's the favorite thing that we do here.
I am in the process. Joe, I've already sent it to you as a recommendation. It's called A People's History of the United States, everybody.
Oh, we actually learned about the real shit.
Early 80s. Yes, it's yes, and it is, in case you're just down for, highly recommended.
Where
this
was
like-
this?
Tulsa Massacre level type of like stuff.
I see.
I haven't got there chronologically, but I'm sure it is. It is stuff that is dark, dude. It's basically a guy going, this is the history not told by the victors. This is the history of the people, you know, many peoples. And it is wild, dude. It is like tough.
When was this written? Did you say?
1980, I think, something
Okay.
like that. And he did this, and he did A People's History of the World, or I think, like world history. And that was also, I guess, highly reviewed. But this is like a big one. Like, see how thick that is?
Holy shoot.
It's going to take a long time, but like it is immediately difficult.
Heavy. Damn.
So heavy, dude.
But interesting, can't put it down heavy.
Yeah, kind of like, oh man, like, okay, I got to keep listening. How much worse is this going to get?
Yeah.
Turn to page.
Oh,
Keep on
God.
going.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really
Well,
well written.
Let me borrow it when you're
I can
done.
tell I sold you guys on it. I see you typing.
I'm incredibly interested. I just don't want to buy it, so I'm going to borrow your book.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely. What have you guys been watching? Oh, Grace wanted me to tell you guys about a documentary that you got to watch called Ren Fair.
Okay. I'm down.
Hey. Why is
it just about Ren
this
fairs?
too?
She was like, yeah, they'll love it. It's basically Ren Fair is a documentary version of what happens when a guy who created the Texas Ren Fair is maybe considering retiring. And it's basically combined that with Succession. But it's a documentary that is filled with characters like you can't believe. And it's all about Ren Fair. And
Oh, great.
yeah, it's crazy.
Grace is recommending, but you're not. You're saying don't watch it.
No, I am recommending it for sure. 100%. But I felt like Grace was definitely like, make sure you tell him about Ren Fair. Like, I'll
I love that.
tell them about Ren Fair. Like, I don't know if they like really watch documentaries. Tell them about Ren Fair.
Just like pokes her head in. Ah, here we go.
Yeah.
What was
I don't watch
so-
shit.
yeah, well, you've been working. We all been working. What did we finish? Hold on, I finished something. I finished
Watching
Taskmaster.
Smiling Friends. Oh, Taskmaster.
I finished the most recent season of Taskmaster, which, by the way, we live in a society where, because there's not appointment viewing television for the most part, like, I don't sit down with my family and watch. We don't watch much as a unit together, especially because there's multiple screens, yada, yada, yada. Hayden's old, doesn't like us. And we watched Taskmaster together as a family, most of it. And this last season was my least favorite season.
Damn.
And I hate saying that so much.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
so happy to hear you say that, Joe, because we stopped watching it second episode, and I was like, honestly, something is not working. And I was like, we'll go back. I was like, we will
Whoa.
definitely go back. But I was like, I'm not enjoying these folks. I don't care about the tasks. I think a lot of them are kind of boring, like
Yeah.
design wise.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't
So it
knock
just
it out
felt
of the
boring.
park.
Felt slow.
It felt
Are you-
passionless is kind of what it felt like. You know how I tell
Yeah.
everybody at work, I'm like, you can read passion through the screen, whether or not you're, you think you're giving passion, but you're not, yada, yada, yada. Whatever's behind your eyes is behind your eyes and you can see it. It just felt like they were going through
I'm
the
sorry,
motions this season. And I hope, because I believe in Alex Horn and Greg Davis, I think the next one will be great.
I think it will
Has
too.
to.
I mean, isn't it what number season is this? They've got to have some hit and misses.
Like 16.
14? Yeah.
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 What are you kidding?
They need to suck a little bit so that they know that there is a like level of quality that they can.
They need to perform at.
Yeah.
The other thing, I don't know if this is something that you guys would be interested in, but I found a podcast that I incredibly enjoy right now, and it is the Seth Meyers and Lonely Island podcast, where they are talking
seen
about
this.
every single digital short. Every episode is a different digital short from the Lonely Island and Andy Samberg's time at SNL, talking about all the backstories and all of that, and it's very interesting for a number of reasons. I was a big fan. They reinvigorated SNL, but it's very
Does
fun.
it remind you? Does it bring back? Does it remind? What other reasons? What are your worst? What are your least favorite things about it? And most favorite things about it?
I love the whole thing. What really is making me happy about it is that they're not like, it's not like it's not like a big fond memory. Like, this was the best thing.
Yeah.
Like, they talk about how miserable they were, how filled with anxiety, how they hated most of the shit they made. Like,
That's crazy.
It's very, very interesting. But they're all
Relatable.
three still best friends. Seth Meyers is also a best friend with them. And the episode that they're on right now is the making of Hot Rod, which is awesome. It's really cool, just kind of like listening to how it all happened. They got on what I listened to today was about the Hot Rod episode, and they literally said in September they got hired on at SNL. They basically got rid of all. They had credit card debt, no money. They got rid of all their hand-me-down furniture and just moved to New York City. 5 months later, after being on SNL, they started shooting Hot Rod. That's how
Whoa.
swiftly
I didn't realize
their
that was that
life
fast.
altered. And keeping in mind, the only thing that they did on SNL that really blew up that season was the Chronicle of Narnia's rap Dick in a Box, and everything else was later. So that was the first season, and they didn't even finish the season of SNL. And Lauren was like, "Go do this movie," and they were doing the movie.
Do you think that like they when they were talking about that stressed out about like it all happened so fast, like they were just saying yes to, in that situation you'll get stuff thrown at you, and so you just have to say like yes. And
Yeah, and their dreams were coming true, like at hyper speed.
yeah, that's
even though they
surreal.
didn't, and they weren't feeling like they were part of SNL. Like they were they felt like outcasts.
Yeah,
they weren't good at
nonsense,
they weren't good at the live stuff, or at least had not gotten good at the live stuff at that point. And the digital store stuff was just kind of like a happy accident they fell into, and then they just had to keep doing it. And it sounds like it wasn't that fun all the time,
Yeah.
which is fascinating to listen to.
That's a better recommendation, I think, than the People's History of the United States in terms of enjoyment, like pleasant
Read,
things. You know what?
listen to the audiobook. Listen to the audiobook of that read by Andy Samberg.
There
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
That'll
Definitely
make it.
forget what I said about my book. Go listen to that podcast. Yeah.
No. We like the smart people stuff. Tell us more smart people stuff.
Sad people, sad. Dude, that is what other podcast? So are you like have you listened to every episode of this or are you waiting?
So far, yeah, they come out with one like every weekish. Yeah, so they've went through the
I feel like
first
it's right
season.
up your alley.
Now, Hot Rod. Yeah, it's great. It's a good.
Yeah, what I was getting at earlier is I thought you were gonna say it reminded you of all the genius stuff we never liked that we made.
I've been there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like taking a narcissistic, like, well, this is about us.
No, I look back most on a lot of stuff fondly, and they do that too. They'll like because they have also don't go back and watch the stuff, and they're like, I haven't seen this forever, so they're forcing themselves to watch it before they get on the podcast, and it's a good like memory. Imagine being like, I got to go back and watch this Truth or Dare episode from SourceFed, and then you sit down, and you watch it, and then you're ready to talk about it. So there's some fondness, but there's also just a lot of real, and they also hate podcasts. So it's like it's like it's an exercise in misery for them to do it, and they also reveal that they hate fake rapping, but it's what they're known for.
That's really great,
Dude.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
it's good stuff. So
Do you
I
think-
highly recommend it.
Do you think, Joe and Kevin, that one day you'll be like the beginning scenes of Better Call Saul, where he's watching like old videos and commercials of himself fondly? Like, I can't imagine watching something I've done fondly,
I think it depends.
like by myself.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think there's.
I've done
I
that
mean,
before. Not with
Yeah.
a lot of things.
I don't think it's normal for me to hate all of it, but I definitely have a.
I don't like
I hate
watching
probably
me
80% of the stuff.
Yeah,
hate.
20%.
that's a healthy percentage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can look at stuff fondly, but it's usually because of like the stories around the thing that I'm looking at or the people that are in it with
Definitely.
me.
Yeah.
I look at me and I'm like, God, that's the choice you made, you fucking piece
Okay,
of
good.
shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I like things I've been a part of. Yeah. You're right. It's just me and just you.
Us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want to see us. Joe, you're frozen, my boy.
No,
okay,
he's just
don't
really content.
He looks creepy. I don't like it.
He loved that.
Dude,
Look at
he
him.
looks creepy.
He's just reflecting.
Why is he like blurry on your
Oh, and
screen?
he chipped his tooth.
Oh, this is scary. He looks kind of like Jesse
Moving on mine.
Plemons.
Oh, there
There
it is.
you go.
Oh, am I
He
back?
became Jesse Plemons. Yeah. Oh, you're
Oh, now he's
struggling,
surprised.
dude.
Oh, he's surprised he's back. He got so excited.
You know what I watched the H3 podcast. I'm sorry about it, dude. Everybody hates Ethan Klein. Everybody hates that motherfucker.
I have no reason. To
Joe.
Jeez, Joe, come on. Joe, shh.
Joe, you're so choppy.
It
and
makes
you're,
it
You're
sad.
frozen.
You're dying, Joe.
Turn off your video and turn it back on, maybe. Oh, he's reprimanding
Snapping at
now.
his children. Did you see that? You see him
You
snapping?
got
at-
that. I did. Dude, Joe,
I miss
you're
this.
messed up right now.
I can hear him sighing while still seeing him snap at his. Oh, there
Oh,
he is.
okay.
Is that better? Are we back?
Which one?
I mean, we can hear you.
Are we back?
2024. I
Can
mean,
you
you're
see
here.
us?
Hold on. Elliot, stop talking.
Yes,
for a
I
second.
can see you.
Joe, what is 5 plus 5?
Yeah.
What were you going for there?
I'm trying to get a delay, like how delayed he is. Because I think, here, let me try it with you. Elliot, what is 5 plus 5?
10.
See, that was pretty quick.
Yeah.
But see,
I get
Joe's
it.
still laughing about something else.
I know what part
Joe's-
of space time I'm in.
Well, I mean, Joe, it's not working, man.
Oh, that's helpful.
Okay, well,
Let's just let this happen.
Are we gonna keep? We're gonna keep this
Well-
all in, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's a reason not to.
I love it, dude. It
This
does
is
make
fine.
me laugh.
It's funny. This is
8 p.m. 8 p.m.
Oh, you're kind of there, Joe.
Ted,
Have you been able to hear us?
what's happening? The whole time I can hear you. What is
There
happening?
you go.
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
Are we?
The rabbit's doing okay?
The rabbits are doing pretty well. We
Good.
need to
How's
groom
the
them, though.
apartment? You okay with the
Apartment's nice. We're still getting it together. We need to get rid of a couch that's over here.
How
That couch
dare
shouldn't
you?
be there.
How dare you?
And that was from the Valleyfolk office, I'll say it.
I
But so was the one I'm sitting on.
I know my butt clenched when I saw it.
Ooh, some pain.
Yeah.
Do you miss the water from your old apartment?
Not at all, man. That thing is gone forever. Soaked it all
I'm
up.
imagining the avatar you have for your Zoom is the person talking, which is a pretty rad photo. with your
Speaking of the
sunglasses and
bunnies,
buzz cut.
We got one right there that just showed up.
Hey, bunny, bunny, bunny.
God dang.
Oh, there's
those things
another
are
one.
So cute, dude.
They're too cute, dude.
Oh my gosh, they are so
They're too cute.
Does your place smell like bunny?
Not at all.
Like if you have
They,
cats?
they clean, my boy. I was saying that, and I wanted to ask Elliot, did you see this court video that went viral about the guy who was on Zoom through the court case when this happened? I don't want to say it if you haven't seen it.
No, I don't think I have.
I know of it. I think I know where you're going with it. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be hard to find a clip.
Let's.
Damn.
Can you tell me later? Or
Yeah,
share
I
it
can
with me
tell you
later?
later. Yeah, I
Riveting.
can share it with you later. But he's driving in the Zoom and he's about to park to start the court case. The judge is waiting for it to start.
Uh-huh.
And he finally parks. It's all ready to go. And the judge is we're here. Doesn't the defendant, isn't his license suspended for blah, 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 blah? And then he has to clarify that his license was suspended. And he entered the courtroom driving in a way on Zoom.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
I'd love to watch that. Hey Kevin, that does sound like it would be hilarious.
But you would have to watch
I'd have
it.
to see it. Yeah, I would have to see it. Yeah.
Because I don't know what court lingo to use.
Kevin, can you right after that moment just put in some epic music and just say, "This has been a great moment in podcast history"?
Dude, but it's after the entire, I couldn't stop laughing at you freezing.
That was really good. I can't wait to see that video. It does sound
That whole
like it will be funny.
section, dude, that whole section needs to be clipped out.
No. We're good.
man.
We've done this, right?
Yeah, we'll end it, guys. This might be in the running. This might be in the running for the worst.
We said it was gonna be a different energy.
We're pretty close.
It seems like whenever we don't do it at 8:30 on Sunday morning, we're all messed up.
Train wreck.
It's a train wreck.
I liked it. I had a great time, guys.
I
Thank you so
did
much.
have a good time. I'm not gonna lie. And Joe just, was the grand finale here.
There's very few podcasts that cover the people's history of the United States, the Troubles.
Yep.
That's
I don't know
true.
if you guys saw that video where the guy is kind of talked to a judge about his suspended driver's license.
There you go.
Going
Wow,
away,
you
he
tried
drove
me.
into court. It's really great.
Yeah.
Shoes.
and-
How to get
and
free
then-
shoes?
Yeah,
Free
and then
Shoes, Lonely Island, SNL.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and Joe
Rabbits.
Joe going to a birthday party and
Yeah, and that avatar that you're talking about. Here's a fun fact for you. That is that photo was taken on the last day I worked at SourceFed.
no way.
Whoa.
Yep. That's it right there.
That was a cool photo.
We're at a costume shop for some shit. I don't know. But there you go. Bye.
Bye.